Hey, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful, glorious, sublime day in the factory. Today I think it's just another random day. We're going to try to finish off Ulrics, but we're not going to push forward into Domos and Arquads just yet. I think we're going to take a diversion and get into simple circuits because simple circuits have been a problem down south for just an embarrassing amount of time. And I've been lying to myself and everyone else saying it's going to get better. It'll be okay. When I think it's not okay. The only solution is expansion. Here's one of our problems, though, today. I noticed that you're stuck. Why are you stuck? Why are you stuck? Actually, no, wait a second. You're not the stuck? Rockfruit whale stuck. And why? You're not stuck. What's going on? I don't understand. You're not stuck at all. You just need agar. I was probably looking at something else. Now it's time to play a fun game. Try to divine what I was thinking of when I said the stupid thing. Okay, so here we have this problem, which I just neglected. Wait a second. You're trying to... Won't you load? No, you'll eventually get rid of those seeds, but that's not... Okay, this may or may not be incredibly important. Seed. And we'll do it. It'll be fine. Just do it. And this line goes up, and it goes right there. Okay. There you go. Get rid of those seeds. What's going on? What's wrong? I think we're low on potatoes for some reason. I can't remember why. I mean, everything stopped for a while, so it could be that. Anyway, that's this. I never even put... Oh, that was it right there. Dingrit food, aloe seed. Okay, we fixed that. So now, I guess we have to figure out which food is broken. Is it one of these? No, maybe. Cotton gut? Was I talking about Corlex food right here? Are you stuck? Are you stuck? Come here. Come here. Oh, you are stuck. This was the one I was talking about. You should always... This is the first one I did, so I can somewhat forgive myself for messing it up. Here, go on a route again. Alright, so... That's good. Rip some embassies down. Yeah, it's time to recycle. Most importantly, recycling their artillery shells. I think this guy is no longer needed. So just kind of say, you can go now. And I think, like, this guy is no longer needed. Even though we're going to have to do that thing, what we do in this situation. Make sure that the happy danger fluid still flows. Right, bots? Bots going to handle that? Seems like there's a lot fewer bots than there used to be. They need a refresh. They need a constant supply is what they need. All right, so rip down some embassies. Maybe more. I remember that. I just keep remembering that point from a couple days ago when I had 12 tubes pointed at my enemies. And I was like, that's secure. That's also a bit much, isn't it? A little bit. Just a bit much. I think we'll rip down this guy too. While we're on the subject. And that's going to take a long time because there's just not a lot of bots up there. Maybe I should go take care of that. We do have to go down south. So, yeah, that's just a lot of bots have been casualties up here. Did I miss that? I did. Can't leave a relic wall up there. All right. Something sponges, I think. Sponges stopped because we ran out. Oh, okay. It's the same thing with the level 2 sponges, right? It's like literally the same problem, is that we ran out of Zogna and then we ate our way through all of the sponges making sprouts. So it's the fish problem, it's the sponge problem from down south. All of it is true. So what we need to do is stop these guys when this guy is stopped. So this guy is just... Here, we're going to copy and paste you. Here, copy. We're going to take this up, and we're going to listen to one of you. Which one of you will be the canary? Canary should probably be the closest one. So, give me another decider. Copy. And then green line, I think we did. Okay, so that's not what we want. We just want sprouts. Sprouts now. And then I guess not slaked lime. We need phytoplankton Zogna. So phytoplankton right there. And so, are you ready to go? How much? I guess it has to be 80 and 80 here. Okay. 80 and 80. And this will only... Oh, you have to read contents. No. Okay, now you flip on. Okay, and so we really don't want this part at all. We want to make sprouts until these are deficient, and then we want to not make sprouts. So we want to run the sprout makers when this is ready to make sponges, right? This makes sense? Is this a good idea? Is this a expression of... Here, no, come here. Politely. Expression of a malady rooted deep in my consciousness. What can barely be detected during the light of day, but becomes incredibly clear in factory light. Well, now we got a problem. Because we're already doing this right here. And we're already doing this right here. So now we have to be a little more complicated, right? So rather than adjust everything else, we are going to make a Rube Goldberg of logic. So cue breakfast machine music. So we get red in and we get green in. And now we want E equals 1. E equals 1, please. And that's... And why aren't we getting E equals 1? Why aren't we getting E equals 1? We should be getting E equals 1 because I put it on not the output. Congratulations. Best brain. Best brain ever. All right, E equals 1, and our other condition is sponge less than 90K. Or 9K. Sponge. Less than 9,000. All right. Then I want you to output S. S for sponges, or S for sprouts. And then sprouts out. So I needed this anyway. How lovely. All right, so it's going to be S for sprout greater than or equal to 1. That is the new way. And why are we not going? Because we don't have any sponges. There. Okay. We ran out of all the sponges. We made them into sprouts, and the sprouts then decayed. That was the primary problem, because we were not properly regulating ourselves. So now we have to do it again. It all has to stand itself back up. And this will regulate rates, and this will regulate whether or not it's even turned on. Got it. Fantastic work. Kinda. sort of fantastic work. This was work you can perhaps talk about. On a resume might be a bit much. Okay, got that. And now we have to move artillery shells forward because we have a generalized artillery crisis right now. And I'm more than willing to help. I think maybe we'll do all circuits. And that's simple, and then advanced, and then neuroprocessor. I think that's a good idea. And all I want to do right now is, okay, first off, I guess what I really want to do is use this storage as a buffer, but never actually use it, you know? Does that make sense? So what I'll do is I will steal one of you. Just one. Just one mechanical inserter. So these guys will now always come back, right? And so we'll have a constant flow, and it will buffer when it overflows, should that ever be a thing that I have to care about. Yeah. Okay. This is not the best idea I've had, but it's certainly an idea. What was I going to do when I came down here? I had a plan. Now the plan is gone. Anyway, let's just go fix Ulrics then. We'll get Ulrics up and going. And then we're going to pause and go do circuitry. And then after simple circuits, we'll do artillery shells. And then after artillery shells, probably red circuits and neuroprocessors, because we can at that point. Neuroprocessor is like circuit 1.5, right? Something like that. Ulrics, where did we leave you? Oh, you can go away, notepad. You don't have to be here anymore. So, right here, we had fleshed out all this, how this is going to go. And now we just kind of have to make this dance and sing, right? And we also have to get this going. At least to roll for the next level Ulric. And then I don't know if we're going to actually do the sample cup thing. Yeah, we get the gene sample and the food and an Ulric, and this happened. Maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll set this up. Maybe that's worth our time. Maybe it's just a big distraction. Who can say? All right, so the important thing, though, is nothing rots. We do have... Well, barrels are kind of like rot, and you can quote me on that. So in and out and another out, but you're only barrels, and another in for just random stuff. I find that helps for little things, little targets of opportunity. Here, no, we're not going to play around. It's just going to be like this. And then you guys get flipped. There's our unit. And you don't need any water, no liquids. So that's, I mean, as much as I like to complain about barrels, and I do like to complain about barrels, having no liquids is its own little joy. Don't like seeing, oh, that's because, we finally got artillery shells, right? Oh, that's what I was going to do. Here, I'm going to go actually accomplish the task that was in the back of my mind. I was going to go get more construction bots to feed them to the fire up there. I think we're probably fine on Logibots, maybe? I don't know. What's with all this death? All this death. It's down south for some reason. Oh, this again? Oh, that's special. Yeah. How about we help you? Just carpet bomb the entire area. Yeah, next please. We're not done. Yeah. Cute. Very cute. Anyway, I want to get some inventory space, and then I want to go get more advanced supplies from the south. Very soon, we will not need these at all. And, I mean, I say that, but it's been very soon for a while now, and it still hasn't happened. So, eventually, with enough pressure and discipline and the complete unhingedness of our soul, we will be able to move forward and finally get through this. Maybe, perhaps, I don't know, could be. Leave me alone, man. The worm just keeps shouting to build the factory. I'm doing the best I can. No, I was in the right spot. Ish. Not the right person. Oh, this is nice. That's going to help out a lot. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks, South Factory. And this is making it so we do have artillery shells to be picked up, and that's the big thing. We still don't have enough production, and I have to fix that. But that's broadly improvement over the last time. So let's go up to the far north. And I have this sack full of advanced equipment. And we are going to try to improve our world. Just bam, go. Yeah, exactly. The mob goes out. And I need you guys, bam, go. Better staffed. We have artillery shells, and that's just going to completely obliterate this. Let's watch, because watching is fun. And erasure wave. Alright, a few more cycles and it'll be okay. And the important thing is, are we getting artillery shells? Not yet. I need this guy to come back with artillery shells. So, okay, to be continued. Oh, and my bots are joining in, right? Yes. Yes. Where are you, my bots? I need you back. Or did I put them in the box? No, they're right there. Okay, never mind. My bots are doing exactly what they're programmed to do. That's skilled programming right there. And not by any means as to the happy coincidence. So, right now, just back to Ulrics, right? That was through our... Stop. Stop being you. Take that. A couple. And then... Should I establish a bot bin somewhere? Should probably just be right here. Here, take these. I'll come for them eventually. Maybe. Maybe. Pick this up. And now, back to Ulrics. And then high electronics. And then artillery shells. That's probably going to be an entire day getting that together. But it's at least one day for simple circuits, and then advanced circuits, and then neuroprocessor. So, the days are in good company. All right, that looks weird, but I accept it. It is my most special child. Maybe we do this instead. Okay, come on. Good feng shui. Okay, bad feng shui, but that's the best we can do. All right, so anyway, we're good to go. We got all that right there. We have to wire you up. I don't think there's any huge problems with rates. We're just exporting Ulrics. That's all we're doing. Like, we're not slaughtering them. We could slaughter them for bone meal and meat and such, but right now I don't feel the need for that. We need a bunch of barrels. We need some water. All that's known. Let's program the whale and then go do that. And then we do electronics, I think. And no, then we do uplifting, because it's funny. We're going to make you a better you. Kinda. Okay, it's a little debatable. We're going to make you a different you. And then this is all the same stuff, right? Yeah, it is. All right, let's get our scale. So it's bedding. Here, do this. We want 1 bedding, 2 Ulric food, 15 Relesia seed, 5 salt. Great. And we're just going to jog down here, and we're going to see how much we need. I know this isn't perfect, this method that I'm using. So 2, and then 4, and then it's just the same thing. Oh, we need Fagua. 3 Fagua mushrooms, and then 15 salt. Like, it's not getting the ratios exactly right, but it doesn't have to. Are you... Where's my barrel out? I don't have a barrel out here. That is 100% required. Empty barrel. You must have a dedicated limb for getting rid of barrels. Thank you. All right, so all of this is nonsense. Don't think about it. Right now, we need 1 whale. What's our number? 2, 6. We'll do 2 whales just for in anticipation of upgrading this recipe, even though Ulrics are kind of a neglected creature, aren't they? So we'll get Relesia seed. Oh, salt's very bulky. So it's Relesia seed, bedding, Ulric food, salt, and mushrooms. Okay. So whale number 1, come with me. You are to be whale hungry. Your number is 33. So 9,000 divided by 33, it says 250. Your number is 250. So I want you to go get salt first, which is right here. I want you to I want you to load items until Caravan has salt in quantity 15 times 250, which is 3,750. And then I want you to go snag mushrooms. Fagua. Load items until chaos. Fagua. And that is 750. Does this work? No, your number is 36. Hopefully this works. Then you come here. And I want you to unload until target. Unload until target. And you are salt and Fagua. 750. 3,750. This feels weird. Oh, and circuit condition. Compared to a lot of the lower throughput paper routes I've made. To have one that has so much leeway with it. Weird. All right, so you're just doing salt and mushrooms, and probably should be like that. It's fine. And so these guys do nothing. You do nothing. And you do mushrooms? Less than 200. Sounds fine to me. And then you do seaweed. Yeah. Remarkable how much I approve of both of that. All right, good. Done. Next we have to do this guy. And this guy's going to get bedding, Ulric food, and Relesia seeds. All that stacks to 100, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be a simple number, and the number is 36. It's the exact same number as the other one. So it's going to be 250 again. All right, no problem. Done. Whale. And then I want you to go get bedding, which I think is right in here, right? No, it's in the 5 stacks. It's hidden in the fluffy stuff right there. All right. Load items until Caravan has bedding in 2,500. And then we need Relesia seeds, which are really close. I think they're right there. All right, load items until caravan has Erlesia seeds and 300 times 250, 7,500. And then Ulric food. Why are we missing this food? Oh, I suppose that's the food we don't make. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Ulric food. Pony food. Load items until caravan has pony food. In quantity 1,000. Right there. Circuit condition. Unload until target. Unload until target. Unload until target. So like so. And 1,000. I said 1,000, please. Don't mess with me. 500 and 7,500. Right? That works, and that fills it completely. Beautiful. Off you go, my friend. Be good. Now we will finish programming this before it gets back. And this should bring Ulrics very close to conclusion. So this should be betting right here. You are betting. And no, you probably only need 200. And then you shall be Erlesia seeds, and you need lots. So how about 1,500? And you will need the other thing, Ulric food. Probably only 500. There we go. Why don't you have power? Why can't you be like your buddies? And I will not put it on the angle right here. That's... Who did this? Who did this? There we go. We do that instead. All right. So now all we need is like water and go, right? All right. So we need, how many barrels do you think we need? 15 water barrels. Oh, wow. Ooh. How many barrels? 5 water barrels. There's a lot of water. We need like 1,000 barrels on the belt. This might perhaps be beyond the capacity of a single barreling machine. Anyway, we want 1,000 barrels, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These have to be stacked. Absolutely 100%. So the system I have set up is a little bit not correct. A little not correct. A little completely and utterly wrong. A little abomination against God, His Spirit, and the goodwill of mankind everywhere. But the good news is we can do it here and it's just fine. It's equally as good. And you're going to be stack inserting 100%. So you're going to be stack inserting out, and it's going to be like this. And these are empties. Empty. And you are also going to be doing that because I just found it's a good idea. And then you are going to be full water barrels. Water barrel. And then this is how we're going to do it in the beginning. There we go. And so you're going to get your own source right here. Your own source right here. With the cutest, shortest pipe you can possibly ever imagine. All right, there we go. So we're keeping up. We're barreling as fast as possible. All right. Hopefully, if necessary, I just speed module it, right? I really worry that this can't keep up. Well, if that is true, if that is the case, simply copy and paste it, right? There is no need to suffer under a regime where we have insufficient barrelage. We'll try with 2. Yeah, we'll try like this, and if necessary, we'll do more. You watch, I'll do more. What's this? What is this? Oh, I did something incredibly dumb, didn't I? Not paying attention. It's removing barreling machines instead of empty barrels. That's would be funny if it was not so sad. Okay. I can fix it though. I can fix everything. Don't worry, guys. There's a future here in the factory. Okay, so with luck and joy and goodwill in our hearts, we will now be making Ulric cubs. We will be blessed with the new members of our family, the Ulric cub. And I must stress, no one should tell them what's coming. It will only cause them pain in their childhood and also their adult. This needs a lot of water barrels. And this is fast. I wonder about what I've done here. Yeah, I have concerns about this setup. I may have to put dedicated barrelage for these guys because it's just they use so much. Yeah, that does look like a possibility, doesn't it? And it's like just the basic rate of how many barrels they need. I feel like this machine is not performing at peak. I feel like we probably need 1,000 more barrels. How are things going over here? Oh yeah, there's that thing where if I rip down the entire the construction grid, we lose the grid. So that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? A little awkward situation. So I guess what we gotta do is take this guy. We gotta place him like right here. And that'll probably reconnect everything, right? And then we'll put another one right there maybe. And it works. Like even if it's not powered, it works, right? Yeah, okay, that did not bridge it actually, because we wanted to bridge that. So now we copy and we put one right here. And then we'll mark that one for death. The second we see someone coming out and fixing it. This is not totally ideal. Why did this go blank? No, oh, because it picked up another one? It picked up one right there, and now, oh, maybe it does. I do not understand the rules of how these work. All right, we're going to have to clearly make a little pod, right? And then I said copy. Oh, it's dead. Right there. So I guess what we have to do is this. And I have to be copy and pasting this pod around, which is unsatisfactory, I have to say. All right, don't look at that. Look at this. Look at only Ulrics. And we are stuck on not enough barrels. This system I have isn't going to work. Or I just need a lot more barrel pressure. And I mean a lot more. Okay, let's try that. Let's not give up. That's defeatist. Instead, let's solve this problem by just ignoring all difficulties, insisting the original plan was correct, and bullying forward at all cost. Very, very traditional, I have to say. Very worthy. Beautiful. Where did I put my barrel machine? Serious question. I thought it was right over here. The machine, what made barrels? Did I make it over here? Where is the machine, what makes barrel? Okay, maybe there's enough barrels here. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's still fine. Maybe the original plan was fine and no one will notice I messed up. Yeah, the original plan was always fine. It was always fine. But this is not really a matter of barrels anymore. It's a matter of loaders. Because it's so fast. And the Relegia seeds are also so fast. Like, these guys need more. Okay. Okay, I think we back off of this. And you use a blacklist water barrel. And then when you're taking things, you are also blacklisting water barrel. And you are also blacklisting water barrel. All right, you have your new instructions. And then paste. And then you. All right, so we need dedicated barrelers. And this is clear to me. So let's take this. Let's see how fast we can go, right? Yeah, that's all just correct. 1, 2. 100 barrels, 150 barrels. That should be enough, right? Right by the barrels. The pictures of barrels on the actual art. You have to be a little off. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Only you're broken, so come back. And then 1, 2, and 3. All right, water. Who wants water? Everyone, I'm telling you. There's this new thing. It's called water. And whenever people realize what it is and what it does, everyone's going to want some. There you go. Okay, that's just flailing of a diseased mind. And now we need power. The random gyrations of a diseased mind. All right, so are we fast enough to keep up? Why aren't you... Oh, it needs a buffer box, doesn't it? Okay, so this design lay bad. Then like this. This is what needs to happen. And then you have to go right there. And this is just a little different. Different doesn't mean I was wrong at any point. Just means that circumstances shift over time, right? Now you need that and just ignore that. Okay. This is actually not a very good candidate for a sushi belt. It goes so fast. And donk donk. Usually with sushi belt stuff, it's very low processing times. Donk. I feel the need for another donk. All right, donk. And that's not what we got here, friends. This is Ulric Cubs need their materials and they need it now. Oh, there's some barrels. Let me help you. Oh, and you have to go out, and you have to go out. And it would probably be better if I had done that before. I think we all can agree that perhaps things would have been better if I'd paid attention. All right, so we just need to double just about everything because of the speed of... yeah, we're going to leave with that. This one has to be a crowded belt. And mushrooms, no. Okay. Let's see if this helps/hurts. Meanwhile, I have more barrels up here. We're still insisting barrels are the way. We're making Ulrics, so there is a limit to how much embarrassment I feel about this. There, put even more on the belt. These guys do not have water barrels. I probably need to get another 1,000 and put them on the belt. Not even joking about that. Yeah, missing cubs, missing barrels. This is going to be difficult to tune. All right. Speaking of massive problems here, I want you to copy this and put that right there. And then I'm going to remove that one once you do that. Here, don't do this anymore. And then that'll bridge that gap. And we still haven't bridged this gap. So I want to copy this system. And I want to put it right here. And this is awkward to say the least, but don't know what to do. We have artillery shells and artillery shells waiting. But this guy has no ammo. So we have to wait for this to get set up. So bonk. What did you just put down? Oh, you probably just cleared an area. Maybe it gets put down with power to begin with, and then it loses it over time, you know, as it works. And then without, it'd be a kind of a weird building to be put down full. Yeah, because it was it's put down full, and then it's charged. And now this little grid is actually working. Looks like it, kinda. It's going to turn back on. It will turn back on. All right, so we probably have to do this right here because look at that. Look at that right there. Now this will probably bridge the gap because it's forward, so that will be fine. But then later on, things will not be fine. I should pull this guy down too because this guy is also no longer needed. So all of you can be retired. All right. Anyway, let's, Ulric food. It's kind of terrible, right? $500 isn't enough. Maybe we just let this cycle for a bit and see what happens. We have Ulrics though, so that's good. We should set that up as Ulric out, and we should also come here and do mad Ulric science, right? So what do we need? We need to do water barrels, bedding, Ulric food, and raw fiber. So I guess we do a dedicated caravan for this. So this right here, and then you make your job. You take a while, and then we make some Ulrics, and so we're going to need, where is that situation? Right here, this situation. This is what we need. And then it gets lined up right there. And so the Ulrics will come out and get recycled. Ulric. Do not tell the Ulrics what they are born to do. They are born to suffer, what we all know. All right, and then when we have Ulrics, how many Ulrics do we need in order to propagate the foals? We need one super Ulric becomes one Ulric cub, and then it needs to be Okay, and then we have comedy. So we really only need one of you. We have to go get a Pyphoon Bay. We have to go get stuff. Let's not think about any of that stuff I just said. It's probably just madness, right? Just madness. So you go here and you're doing this. I have to go steal some more barrels. Just go get more barrels. Go get barrels and a Pyphoon Bay and another Ulric Corral, right? And we will set this in motion. Even though we really don't need it. Pyphoon Bay. Just one, please. And then we need an Ulric Corral, right? I think just one. I'll come back and get another if necessary. Should turn personal logistics back on. Okay, good? Question mark. We're also going to need a lot of weird material to get this going. I don't mind so much. I wonder if we're going to not be able to pick all this up. We're probably not going to be able to pick all this up, right? So we put another extender down here. Maybe closer. Maybe right there. I don't know. All right, the bots are hard at work. The swarm is going. We need to connect this up. So again, we paste again, I suppose. All right, don't pay attention to that. It's a deceiver. We will steal 25 barrels. Then we will do Ulric Uplifting. And this will make us forget. Well, wait a second. This is a kind of an issue, right? I've had this issue before. We want to do this instead. There we go. That's the stuff. Where? Where did they go? I had them in my okay, right there. And that's 7 water barrels, and it's going to be fine. And you take empty. You only take empty barrels. Great. All right, so this makes level 2 Ulrics. We have to make sample cups. That's great. And we'll piggyback off of this. So sample cup. All right, so right there. And then after that, I think it has to be in this. We make... No. Yes. It needs bedding, Ulric food, more water barrels, and gene samples. So, okay. Okay, we're getting... This is not terrible what I've got set up here. It's not good, mind you. But I've seen a lot worse. All right, we're going to need still more barrels. Understood. And then you get your water barrels right there. Okay, so, and you're also going to get all of your other material from right here. And then like this and that. Everyone, okay, the flashing is starting to give me just a little bit of epilepsy. You take that. All right, so what's going to happen is we're going to bring in all this stuff, and this is all the stuff we need here. And we're also going to bring in plastic. I should really be doing this better, but I'm just lumping everything on the ground. That's fine, right? Did I see this coming? Did I anticipate this? Oh, it's just on the list. I should probably just leave it alone. Not pay attention. Let the bots work. No, I'm not getting the gene sample yet. I have to get the gene sample first. And that's this. So we also have to get plastic and energy drink and latex. So this is going to be comedy here, but that's fine. That's fine. We've done comedy before. And this makes the sample. So we're going to need another Ulric pen, unfortunately. Also, unfortunately, there's this. This is just weird. Tired Ulric Mark II, and that just needs to be refreshed. And that's refreshed at the Typhoon Bay. This is an abomination. I have to not do this. This is bad. What I'm doing right now is bad and a terrible use of space. So we're going to rejuvenate tired Ulric. So we need Ulric food. So we have a lot of Ulric food. So let's do this. Let's get an inventory of what we need. Ulric food, latex. This is plastic energy drink. Right there. Okay. And we need plastic. And then, why do I have two of these? No, you have to be the other thing where you make, you actually raise the 4 cubs into one. Oh, so there's a lot more here. Bedding, and that'll be a pipeline. Relegia seeds, raw fiber, mushrooms. And then bedding, raw fiber. This is the entire world of Ulrics Mark II. How do we make this work in a way that doesn't embarrass ourselves too badly? So start by using the space we have wisely. So you need barrels. You do not need barrels. You need milk barrels. So you don't use barrels at all. You use milk barrels to raise the full. Why is it 4-1? What happens to the others? Usually I can say, well, they get eaten. But these are herbivores, right? They're herbivores, right? Is there something about the Ulrics they're not telling me? Okay. And here we are back in Seizure Land. It's okay. Seizure Land's fun. I've had fun at Seizure Land before. There. Okay, so there is your water barrels. And then we have to cluster around this like it's the light of the world. I mean, it's a possibility. So you are kind of the weird one. And what we want to do is it gives a sample and it gets tired. This gets hung off somewhere. Don't think about this. All right, so we have our caravans area right here, which we need some Ulric chow. So if we have this central service right here, like this, and then it's not really going to work, is it? We're going to have at least one belt. Okay, that's fine. So this doesn't exist here. Instead, this exists here. And I think I got to move everything down. All right, so what happens here is we get Ulric Mark II coming in here. Ulric Mark II. Actually, there's 2 phases to this. There's the phase where I make the first Ulric, and then after that, this goes away. So I should probably not focus on this so much, because this entire thing is just going to vanish, and then I'm going to have to build something around the rest of the pieces. So let's just get the first step, right? So the first Ulric right here, once I get the Ulric Mark II, we wear him out giving samples, and then we feed him to get him back on his feet, at which point he goes and he gives more samples. Great. And then we raise the foal with lesser Ulrics. Strange. With just milk. At that point, this falls away, and then we get this stuff. Okay, So we're just going to concentrate on this, and that's it. And everything else can be just weird by itself for right now. I accept that. That's a fine plan. So you just don't even exist, and you're just toys left on the floor. Mother will come yell at us soon for leaving our toys on the floor. I think I want to stop when there's 2. So you are enabled when Ulric Mark II. No, Ulric Mark II is less than 2. There you go. Good. All right. So we spent far too much time on this, I think. However, it was worth it? Question mark. Still working. And it looks like we finally got our ammo. So cannibalizing the supply definitely served the purpose. Anyway, stop meta thinking. Start now thinking. All right, what we need, just erase all of this. It contains madness. It must be banished. We need that. We need that. All right, and just go get 1,000 of each. Sure, that seems like a great plan. No. So 500. Our number is 12. That's not 1,000. Just go get 500 of each. No, wait a second. No, I'm using a normal dinosaur. So if our number's 12, 3,000 divided by 12, we can do 250 exactly. Okay, that's fine. And then it's 500 Ulric food, 1,000 bedding, 1,500 raw fiber. Okay, just do that. Just stop being so weird. Dinosaur hungry. And I want to go get Ulric food, maybe? Ulric food is right here. The cans with the happy pony on it. Which I don't... Okay, it's right there. I hate that. Load items until caravan has Ulric food in quantity 500, I said. And then we need bedding, which is 1,000. Load items until we have bed. Now, this is too much. 400. Bedding, 800. And then raw fiber, which is around here somewhere. In the place I can never remember. It's like there's processed fiber. Raw fiber, I guess, is right there. Load items until we have raw fiber, quantity 1,200. Great. We need space. That's what I'm missing here. And then circuit condition, comparator equals go, unload until target, unload until target, unload until target, you, and you. 400, 800, 1,200. Okay. My good dino. Please go make me proud. Where are you? Where am I? I gotta get rid of that. The feeding thing. It is within my power to... Oh, why'd I do that? Why'd I continue to do that after I regretted doing that? How is it I have so many problems? And they are all my own. Okay, so... Really? Really, power pole? Okay, there we go. And this is basically ready, right? Or it will be once I put water in place, for which we have a fancy thing, right? And just do that, and just instant green water. Instant, pure green water. Beautiful, isn't it? Can you taste it? Just looking at it, can you taste it? The mintiness of it? Minty water. All right, we got Ulrics. I'm not convinced we are handling Ulrics correctly up there. Ulric. There you go. And there you go. There's your test Ulrics. And this is it for needing them, right? Well, it's working. We're definitely making Ulrics. They are accumulating, and that's frankly more than enough to meet the bees. Why isn't this going? Looks like we need more Ulric food on the bin. All right, no problem. Just double it then. When in doubt, double the thing. It'll eventually get on there, right? We're not too crowded yet. All right, so good. This is now completely working. Probably not working at rate. Why can't you get your Ulrics out? You have... Okay, there's barrel problems. They were not banned from trying to take barrels out. Okay, barrels, favorite thing. There we go. There we go. Okay. Maybe we've made progress. Maybe we've made it all worse. It's entirely possible. Either way, not gonna make judgments. Okay, right there. And now looking around, I see what has happened to my world and I weep. I think, question mark, why aren't we all going? We need more bedding. We need more water barrels. We need. We don't need cubs, which is a thing. Do we need another red inserter in to help? They help a lot. Listen to the happy whistling and chirping. They're so happy. At this stage in their development, they have not learned about the bees. They don't know what's coming. I have a terrible secret to tell you. You and your entire species can escape the bees, but only by putting another species in your place. The bees must do as they do. This... I can no longer tell what is good and what is bad. Oh, this is looking better. What's your problem? No water barrels? Shouldn't there be enough on the belt by now? I don't know. I think I should stop looking at this. I think this is... paying attention to it more. This isn't a great candidate for sushi belts. Do you need still more single ends? Is this where I'm going to get rid of my last red inserters? Looks like that is the case. All right, fine. All this working, just going to let it keep working. Are you actually out of range? No, you're just waiting. And then after that, we can start expanding again. Maybe not. No, we can. Let's just tell this guy he's not wanted anymore. All right, so we're going to start on simple circuits, right? Here at the 1 hour mark. Oh, actually, we have to do one more thing. We have to get Ulrics into the system. And I think it's only going to be a normal caravan to start. So, Zilpho, what goes here? Sponges, I think? Sponges? Nothing goes here. Where do sponges come? To where does the sponge go? Are we all sponging it up? Good. And we're making level 2 sponges. We're making lots of them, actually. Good. And then this whale comes to right there. It's a mystery. I really have to zoom back on that. It shows nothing useful for aerial caravans. So I guess this is just an open spot. All right, I accept that. And since we don't export Ulric cubs, there's no need to have it in parallel. So, dinosaur hungry. Go adopt you some ponies. Fill your cargo. Come here, empty that cargo of ponies. So, good. Great job. It's now time to turn our attention to simple circuits, right? Is this going? Are you going? Oh, I did a confuse. There you go. Okay, now it is going, and you're rolling. You actually roll real fast. It's a Mark II building. And then I just want you to get 2 of these guys. That's all I want. And the first roll, no, did not get it. All right, so we've done something good, question mark. I don't know. How am I ever going to keep this full once we hit like higher level Ulrics and better buildings. Like, it's going to be going so fast. So fast. I don't know. Time to stop thinking about it. All right, what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get more windmills. Going to get a lot more automated factories. Oh, electronics factories, too. And we're going to do simple circuits and then maybe all of advanced circuits. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I need to get rid of some of these things. Okay, you have to go away. I saw a fast wood forestry here, which is no longer needed in my inventory. That's right. There. You go back. All right, now to probably even more. It's probably too much. Let's not go crazy. Not go ha-ha crazy yet. Oh, we're almost out of this stuff, which I will have to address sometime. All right, now we need more caravans because this is going to be a whaleful experience. A lot more. And I think we're ready to go. Oh, electronics factories. No, soon. No. No. Where's my PCB factories? Don't you require PCB to make PCB factories? PCB factory. You need an electronics factory. And I guess that's just not happening. Oh, okay. So electronics factory, which ironically is the exact thing I need, is not being put on the system. You are not being made available, good sir. So that has to happen. All right, I'll go fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it good. Right up here at the flashy light. Excellent. And then that will be put on the network. And if I go look at the PCB factory now, we'll see it is available and it's going to be taken over. Great. That's nice. I have to remember that exists. It would be bad if I forgot that exists. All right, electronics factory. It's in the warehouse, right? Yeah, right there. Probably taking that too. Okay, so I have a plan. It is an adjustment on some of the other areas I've made. We're going to see if it turns out to be a good idea. All right, so these 3 blocks. Well, okay, let's take a pause and see that. Oh, this is interesting. They're probably filling that buffer too. I'm going to wait until this all goes quiet in order to expand. These guys are still working too hard. Slowly, but hard. All right, don't think about that. Instead, just think about what is in front of me right now, which is getting electronic parts going. And they all have to be packaged for export. They're all used in other processes. So I'm going to have to respect that. To the extent that I respect anything. Oh no, it's this cursed one. I've propagated it again and again. Okay, no, take it all down. Take it all down. Take it all down. No, it's all going away. It's hideous. We're not doing this anymore. We're putting it all back. We're taking it all back, guys. Every last one of these is going back in the bin. And we're going to do this again. We might not do it completely right, basically ever. We are going to stop propagating the problem. Here, why don't we take this? Here. Trash it. Why don't we just do this? Why don't we fix it? Why don't we fix the core problem? See? There we go. Now the core problem is fixed. And I never have to deal with this deep, burning shame ever again. Instead, there will be a new form of burning shame. And I hope you are there to find out about it with me. It'll be fun, friends. It'll be fun for you. It will be less fun for me. All right, let's just kind of go over here and all of that, and great. How we doing? Oh, we're at a low ebb. Our low ebb is still over 50 gigawatts. That's awesome. All right, so plan for simple circuits. Simple circuit right here. We're doing this recipe, of course. Oh, and wait a second. We can do this. Ulrics. Done. Excellent. Battery we got. Solder we got. All of this we have to make. And ceramic capacitors are used in other things. And so it just have to be exported. And then I think we make air core inductors, but probably not at the scale we need. So we're going to be doing that too. It's like you're made in electronics factory, you're made in electronics factory, high power resistors, same story. I really should be making a bus for all this. Just a local bus for electronic parts. And you're used only in electronics Mark 1. And electronics Mark 1 is used in nacelle Mark 1, and nacelle Mark 1 is used in nothing going forward. We don't have to do this. So vacuum tubes do not have to be exported because electronics Mark 1 is only used in... Like, we're not doing that. I don't think we do that. I think we do another recipe for this. Maybe. Double check. What recipe do we use? Oh, we do use electronic. Okay, it's going to be exported just like everything else. It'll be fine. That was always in the plan. Just everything is fine. All right, so that goes in there, and this is also, so I guess everything gets exported, or else we make this locally and then we tie it off. I guess we make this locally and we tie it off. And so we won't have to export vacuum tubes or printed circuit substrate. I guess it's used in the chip shooter machine, which we'll need lots of. Maybe I just directly take it over there because this is such a small draw. Maybe we avoid using the central sorting system. Maybe we sin a little bit, my friends. All right, so we have to make electronics Mark 1. Just have to. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but we have to make it. So let's make a list. You know how we like our lists. We need capacitor. We need inductor. We need resistor. That's probably delivery caravan. We need substrate. We need vacuum tube, and substrate goes to chip shooter, and vacuum tube goes to this. and substrate and vacuum tube collectively go to electronics Mach 1, which is then used for, that has to go to a bin somewhere. All right. This, however, will never get made. It just won't. There's no need for it. All right, so Electronics Mark 1 has exactly one use, and that is making fast inserters efficiently. So that's whatever. Okay. Anyway, there's the design I want to try. Where are you? Where are you? This is kind of the heart of it. However, this is a seething abomination. I look at it, and I am as to vomit. We're going to be trying something a little different. Where's my ASP is probably best, right? And ASP is lost. ASP is completely full up, and that's glorious. All right, so here is the backbone of our modern manufacturing technological basis. So we're going to put you down right here. Notice it is a little... We are not doing stacks of 4, because I think we're going to need more than what we're doing. And also, all this needs to be picked up. Pick it up, pick it up. And we need electronics factories. Yes? And you are smaller. And you're going to be doing capacitor, right? Okay. So this is very judgy, what we're doing right here. Let's not judge. The question is going to be... So putting in 6 like this is pretty slick all on its own. Maybe we do this, because I was also going to do this right here. And then that will just be the final answer to everything capacitor related. And then we'll have some logistics space. I think we're still going to do this, right? Because I wanted to have a electronics PC parts bus in order to make simple circuits, like probably right here. Maybe we have to take over this area in order to do this properly. And have just bus space for electronic stuff. It doesn't make a huge amount of sense right here. Here, let's just take a look at our rates. This will make 1.2 a second. And where is... Here. Let's well, wait a second. I don't know if I'm able to get the good numbers. Because aren't you sped? No, but you are prodded. So you're going at half speed, and it's going at normal speed. No, it's red. Excuse me. Yeah, and these are prodded too. And are you sped at all? No, you're half speed. And so each one of these eats 2.25, 2.5. This is kind of where I wish I had a factory calculator, which is my own fault. All right, we're going to stick with the original design. We're going to have logistics space, and we're just going to try to put this product just in the ground, you know? And so we're going to want 1 out like so, and we're going to want 2 in like so. And it's just going to be exactly like that going forward. It has some nice symmetry to it. So that's blessed. And like this. This also leaves lots of really good beacon space, which I'm probably going to need eventually. I'm certainly going to need eventually. And I have to remember to overproduce because it's used in multiple things. And then like so, and we have just lots of space. Overbuilding? No, you're overbuilding. That's nice on its own. Okay, so look at what we have done. Look and shudder for what our mind has conceived. It's perfect. It's perfect. And how is this doing out here in the land of locusts? Oh, we're finished. And what's wrong with you guys? Do we need an extent? Yeah. Yeah, this is really sad. I wish this wasn't like this. And that would involve pulling it back by 2. Right? Yeah, exactly 2. Do I want to do that? Because this is like the permanent edge right here. I think I gotta do that. And so to do this, to pull the entire thing back by 2, it's just width is now that, and then it's -19 now. Yeah. And this is, of course, going to be completely off-center now with everything, which is fantastic, of course. Which should save me additional pain later, maybe? I don't know. Here, put this down. Then I will go hook it up. Because we're going to need to adjust the pipes. Whoa, no, not the correct place to be. That would have caused me a enormous problem, I feel. Right here. Oh, guys, no, back in. Okay, I suppose we do work on this now, huh? Oh, that wasn't my guys. I just ran into another wave. Alright, so our problem is now we are disjoint. And that is quite an issue. So we will fix it with a patch right here, which one day we will be called upon to respect. Oopsie, a grenade slipped. Here, fix that. Do I really not have any pipes on me? No, I have pipes on me. What's going on? Oh, it's probably already flagged for another bot. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so this is flowing in, and now this is starting up. And are we on an edge? We're already powered there, so yes, that's coming. Alright, so maybe going forward things will be better. I don't know, it's hard to say. But I do know I have to fix this for the time being, which is unfortunate. Which means we have to put down this bridge, and hopefully this works out better. Anyway, let's stop looking at this. We're solving the problem in a different way over here, which is another way of saying we're messing everything up. And the factory is so large, I no longer know where I'm going. All right, so I can maybe fit 3 of these on here, huh? Just looking at it, and it's shorter, and that's probably where good logistic space will come from. Just keep it kind of centered. It's not finished. Yeah, we could put 3 in here, right? And this will be better use of space. And at some point, and that point is right here, we have to balance it like so. Right? It's all on one side of the belt. No, it isn't all on one side of the belt. I don't even think we need this. We can just do straight in caveman style. And it's not balanced, but it's okay. All right, so let's see if we can fit 3 of these in. I am curious. No. In order to do this, we need to fit 1, 2. I need to shave off exactly 1 horizontal from this. And I can do that. It'll be really dense. And dense is kind of awesome all on its own. So let's see if this works. Oh, it's going to be out of alignment. Right? Because if I pull this back, no, we'll do something different. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Watch. Everything's going to be fine. It's all going to be okay. Everyone just has to listen to me. We won't even have to hurt. It is going to hurt the diamond, isn't it? No. Because now there has to be a pipe. Now if we look at the wire art, it's a little derpy on this side. The feng shui is off. I suppose I can fix this by pulling every other one in. And I think I care enough to do that, right? Wire art is important. There we go. Better. Restored. Glorious. Imperial. And what we will do is just this. Like so. And then we will shave one line off. And this is a little against our principles, but not a lot. It is compatible with my principle, especially my principle of fitting 3 of them into this city block. All right, now, wire art off, please. Yes. Glorious. I love it. The other question is why I don't put it on the other side too. And frankly, I don't have a good answer to that question. Like, why don't I do more on this side? Like, have it completely as a block? And I guess the only answer is because this will work really well if I do it this way. It fits in real nice. And then we have, kind of want to move it up. Like, all of it up. To give logistic space on the bottom for a, or maybe not. Maybe it's all the same logistic space. I don't know. Anyway, you guys aren't ready yet. Trust me, you will be ready soon, though. Because we have to power this in a way that doesn't offend alignment. Oh, and this is going to be hard. So we're going to have to do like this. And we're just going to... That didn't keep the symmetry at all. That was terrible. We could do that. But that also doesn't look good. Here, let's do this. And we're going to manually edit the wires because that's just who we are today. Why would you not just connect to that pole? There. Wire art, better. It's a fish. I made a fish, an electronic fish. Violence occurring? Oh, slowly limping forward. I've once again made life hard for myself. We're once again not pushing out as far. But it'll be fine, right? Oh, and right here is the same problem. And we are going to do the same solution, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. We do this. Now we look. Okay, that looks very electronic-y. That's great. We're even going to clip this line for essentially no reason. Okay, so we just have to get all this stuff in. Obviously not all that stuff. It's going to be much simpler than all this. This comes from a simpler time. You put down that, and you put down that. All right, and we probably don't have enough, right? No, we got to go get more electronics factories. And you are doing something different. What's next on our list? Inductor. Inductor. And that definitely gets exported. It's probably already here, right? Yeah. And it's just kind of dribble made at the moment. Well, we're going to need actual production line, and that's what this is for. I don't like seeing the bots die. I wonder if there's a way to say that only certain bots handle the repair packs, you know? This looks like it's just getting too far to fly and I have to move the depot up, which is, you know, it's success. This is what success looks like. You must move the depot. The bots are not moving fast enough. Anyway, that's going to happen for a while. And what's next? Resist. Okay, and I'm not going to deal with these for the moment. This is going to be... I will arrange all these properly. I think there's an electronic stack right now. This is going to be in here somewhere. Oh, that was medical. There's another electronics one, right? Yeah, this stuff. And we have to organize everything properly, which is going to be hard with the phosphate mine right there. Perhaps I'll move it. All right, let's go get more hands, more electronics factories, more belt, more of everything, honestly. Yes, fill me with power. Fill me with light. And the electronics factories are over here, and we might have some. All right, PCB factories being made. Good. And we're going to need so many more of these. Like, done with the electronics factories, we are not. Okay, there you go. I think it's just whale time, right? I suppose we could be putting them back in, but no. How's this look from above? It looks like it's mostly infrastructure because the buildings are so small and the icons are so blue and the icons are so small. So it's all of the above. All right, quick bar. For this, we are doing ceramic and tin. And that is just 3,000 ceramic, 6,000 tin. Easy enough, right? Then we will start this in motion. So, a whale, my friend. Add interrupt, whale hungry. You need ceramic and tin. Tin, easy. Tin, right there. Load items until caravan has 6,000 tin, right? Is that what I remember? And then some ceramic. Load items until caravan has ceramic. Quantity 3,000. Then you come here, you wait for a circuit condition, which is comparator equals go, and then you unload until target, unload until target. Ceramic, tin, 6,000, 3,000. All right, be on your way, good whale. There. Okay. That's taken care of. Now we need air core inductors. Blink that off, blink that off. And for air core inductors, we need copper cable and we need ceramic again. Kind of worried about how much ceramic we're using. Then you go right there and you go right there. So the next step is to figure out our number. It stacks to 200, so it's 112. So it's 9,000 divided by 12, which is kind of a familiar setup. 750 each. So I got to write this down. We need, 7,500 of air core inductors, and then 1,500 of copper wire, and then 1,500 of ceramic. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe that is, again, utter madness. All right, copper cable, come to me. I want you to load items until caravan has copper cable, 7500. Then I want to go get ceramic, which we knew where it was just a moment ago. Get ceramic in slightly less. Then I want you to come right here and then circuit condition. Comparator equals go, unload, and then unload. And Then you go right there. Then you go right there. 7,500, 150. All right, good. Good, 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 good. Be on your way, good whale. And that's taken care of there. Now we move on to resistors, which is more complicated. Wow. 3 items. Intense. This is rapid progress right here. This is easier than I did it the last time. All right, so our ratio is 100, 100, 100. 100? Yes. So our number is 4. And that's going to lead to a lot. So it's just going to be 2,000 each. So 4,000, 2,000, 2,000. So whale hungry. And then I need you to go and get Coke. And I need you to load items until caravan has Coke in quantity 4,000. Then I want you to go get, what are the other 2 ingredients? Glass and, oh, it's right there, tin. It was right in front of me because I put it there to remember it. And this is, I forgot it anyway. It's so funny. It's just so it's funny. Okay, it's going to be okay. Circuit condition, comparador equals go. Unload, unload, unload. And then bam, bam, bam. 400, 200, 200. Great. Excellent. Fantastic. Off you go, friend. All right, so if I go and I look now, we should be making these guys, right? Yes. Making enough? Highly questionable. Can be making faster. And I'm just going to blanket this entire area in all sorts of beacon signals eventually. You're coming? You're coming. Okay, so I want to call this a pretty huge success. And this layout is such that I think I want to reclaim this block and do the rest of simple circuitry right here. And then just make belts coming down and do simple circuitry either here or here, you know? Actual simple circuits. Probably right here and give myself space. So I think it's time to switch into landscaping mode. And then maybe I get the rest of the simple stuff in. And then maybe I call it for the day. Maybe. All right, this guy's working. And you're out of ammunition. And that's just because distance. I have to wait for this to go quiet and then actually move the depot up, I think. Boom. Slowly working on it. Yeah. I don't know how to interpret this very much. I guess they all have to refuel en route, and then people are bringing repair packs forward. Yeah, I'm having trouble interpreting this. How are we doing on artillery supply? Down here. We have completely distributed everything. We have eaten our way through it. So it is imperative I get this up and running. Absolutely a must. Okay, understood. The stakes are high. I gotta go into landscaping mode now. I might as well do this entire stack, right? I need the space. Like from here over and then all the way down, like all of this maybe. Okay, that's a good use of time. And then at the end of the day, probably plop down another bit of artillery. So the main, where are you? Where are you? What's wrong with you? Ooh. There's a problem. Load items until target. The problem. Load item. No, we want to load items until caravan has and do this and fix it. So we really want you to skip to this part here and then We'll have to kick it again manually because it doesn't have the space, obviously. It'll do a cycle after that. Alright, I'll have to remember to do that. For right now, it's time to, once again, punish the sea. And do a whole bunch of landscaping. So, we need a box. A box that goes right there. All this that goes right here. My bots what come with me, for they love me so. They tell me so. An energy drink. The one true beloved. All of you are coming. Probably need more. Definitely need more of that. So we need more supply. So we stop by Fine Concrete Shop. We stop by the Brickery. Probably that's good there. And we're not full up here. But we are making a lot more. Okay, I'm going to need more. Oh, I didn't get explosives. 2 different kinds, because they will be needed. Grenades. Where are you, grenades? No, seriously, where are the grenades? Did I get rid of them at some point? That seems very unlike me. Alright, I have an entire box over here. Don't worry about it. I got more. Alright, it's time to punish the sea. This going now? No, you need to be kicked. Here. Please proceed again. And that's the virtue of this. It seems like we're not making a whole lot. I mean, they are coming in. They're definitely flowing in, and they are fully stacked. But it seems like we're not making an enormous amount off this. I feel like I might have regrets in the future. Alright, correction. I feel like I might have additional regrets in the future. Ceramic is being made. That's good. We have a huge draw on it now. And then hopefully that will start pulling on coke. And will relieve this problem a little bit. Because you're still trying to vent and you can't. Really? What are you doing? Why do you have store food? Why don't you have whale hungry? Not that it really matters for your job, but still. Anyway, don't think about any of that. Oh wow, 1 whale can hardly keep this filled. Ooh, that's an interesting observation. And this guy's coming. Alright, don't think about any of this. What I need to do right now is engage. Don't we have a system for this? Alright, so we're gonna do this. Boom, boom. We're just gonna, it's gonna be right up to there, right up to the edge of the aluminum. And then if I do this, right up to the edge of the aluminum, and just go north. Not even that far, just this far. Yeah, we want to leave that pinch point in any case. We don't want to pave that area. And we've just marked trees for removal. And I believe we've determined that this is faster, right? In the long run, than me running around with grenades like an utter madman. What are you doing? Oh, I think you're a koala who lost his tree. Now you're just kind of hanging out. I found it by pure luck. Is this wasteful when it comes to cliff explosives? Probably not. Maybe a little. Okay, that's nice. Everyone back in the boat now. I have to be very careful of the power, though. Here, should help. By just flinging grenades around. It's what monkeys do when they want to help. They fling something. It's just genetically hardwired. Gotta watch the batteries. Here, let's turn you all off. There's probably a strategic way I can do this, right? Like get in the center and then just release. And then we destroy what I want and then turn off. This leaves a few left, but that's acceptable. And then turn off. Oh, that was a lot of wasted flight time. That was bad. I probably should have let him go then. So like just right here and turn on, and then just stand here, majestic, supervising, making sure everything is done correctly. Look at that, the fountain of bots. Bots are so good. Bots are so bad because bots are so good. You know, they are the answer to the question of Pythagoras. They overcome all geometrical issues. They are the one true solution. The only thing they can't really do is bulk. But again, you could probably also handle the bulk issue with just enough bots, you know? So scale is there too. Scale is always there on your side. Scale is there for you. If you need more, have more. And we're already out of our battery, which is a bad sign. But we have cleaned, not all of it. Here, even I'll just handle this, guys. Don't worry about it. How am I doing on inventory? Here, let's take a trip in. I think I have a log pile over by the log maker, which is at this point an artifact of a time when the factory was young and innocent. Over here, and no. Over here, maybe? Shouldn't this be where it is? No, this is a log maker. How's our wood making system going? Full up? No, we're just exporting tree seeds. How many seeds do we have on the belt? Enough. And it's finished no product, so it appears to be self-regulating. Hopefully this is a complete final answer to the problem of tree seeds jamming all the time. Didn't I have a box? I could have sworn I had a box where I just supplied logs to get rid of them. Am I hallucinating this? Oh, it's right there. Okay, there's my log box. All right, okay. Staying with us. Staying competent, staying sane. Being perhaps one of those things. Definitely not all of those things. All right, so we're back to this, huh? And this is definitely a place where the monkey can help. It's so dense. But I have to remember I got grenade damage. And grenade damage is just a different way of saying I lose health faster doing this. So maybe I've caused myself problems again. All right, bots off. Everyone come back to me. And I'll help put you in my pockets. I really just like this era of bot usage where they have to get individually put back into pockets. And they're going to just go faster, right? Because I'm going to get bot speed upgrades. And then on top of that, I'm going to get faster bots, just faster base bots. It's going to be nice. Oh, the water is such a... Oh, and now they're on strike. Now they're done. They're pissed at me. Which, you know, I worked them pretty hard. Bang, bang, bang. Yep, pick it up by hand. I understand. This is the result of my own decisions. I did not have to work them so hard. I could have been a kind boss. Schedule plenty of work and water breaks. Oh, now I need more cliff explosives, which I think I'm completely out of. Which is a problem because I don't make them up here. But I will very soon. Because if I'm making artillery shells, I'm definitely also making cliff explosives up here. They come from the same root, you know? So if I'm taking time to do one, I should really take time to do the other. Which is one of those theoretical statements. Notice the proliferation of the word should in this statement. But I still believe I'm going to do it. I believe. Do you believe? We should both believe together. Oh, this is also where I start telling landscape stories, right? It's been hot out. And it's so hot outside, and I just don't want to go outside and do any real work. And so basically, I've just been going out and playing with the hose. I have been doing a lot of power washing. I've got a entirely inadequate power washer. Like, I didn't know if I was going to need/use one. So I kind of bought the cheapest power washer possible. It's this little box I plug a hose in, you know? This is slow. This is going to be a problem. Like, I already feel like I'm doing insufficient amounts of all this. Simple circuit. Yeah. 6. Well, it doesn't have per second on here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Well, anyway, as I was saying, I go outside, it's hot, I gotta do something useful into my life, and that doesn't involve sitting at the computer all day. So I go outside and I just do some work. Like, I go work in the backyard, I go work in the backwoods, I go try to handle the drainage issues on various parts of the property. You know, I try to be a useful person who goes outside from time to time. Very important. If you don't go outside from time to time, you really should do that. It's just a good fundamental idea. So you're actually finished. So you just can't get back on board. So let's quickly make some room. Right here. So yes, I go outside, I do stuff. And lately it's been power washing. Got a lot of brickwork around the property. And I've been power washing it as it's been kind of discussed. Oh, I've gone too far already. That's unfortunate. I'm going to have to pick that back up with bots. The bots will pick that up for me. Anyway, the power washer I have is, it was for educational use, is what I want to say. I was educating myself on whether or not I really wanted a power washer. Turns out, answer, yeah. Hell yeah. Power washers are fun. Playing with water is fun. Playing with the hose has always been fun since I've been, like, 5. We'll just go out and play with water, making little rivers and such, digging in the ground with it. Just absolutely glorious. Peak summer right there. But now that I'm an adult, I am somewhat larger than I once was. I get to play with the real fun toys and power washing. I need a stronger one because while this one does work and has established the need for a power washer in my life, is identified the hole in my life that can only be filled by this machine. I need to go actually buy a good one. And that will happen soon. And I'll probably spend the rest of the summer just managing. How did I get 20 stone off of one of those guys? You don't have cargo capacity for 20. How did that happen? I don't know. But eventually fall will come, and then I'll get back on other tasks. You know, actual physical labor, lift and carry tasks. It is not really fitting of a nerd, but I like to think I am not entirely a nerd. I at least have like 1 point in woodsman. Minimal. Can recognize poison ivy if it's as big as around as your arm. Has hairs like feelers questing out to find some human to terrorize. Yeah, in that situation, I can recognize poison ivy. This actually just gets taken down and taken away, right? And then Mr. Megadar will go right here. And I don't think this will leave us with a hole, right? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, have the guns of August gone silent? Splat, splat. Yes, we are full up. Well, that guy's doing what I just asked him to do, so I guess now we do a test, right? And this guy goes in. And you should be well within range of that extender now. Well within. And the two ranges should perfectly meet. Yeah, it's bisecting it. So when I put this one in right here, it will be better, question mark. I don't know what the words are. You just fill it in. It's going to be okay. It's all going to be fine. Bots off. We're going to do some paving. Like this. And we are claiming... Oh, there's still some water. Little pools that should be covered. Very untidy. Very, very untidy. Unbalanced. Where is this? It's now bang, 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 bang. This is a joy. Oh, my beloved viewers. Your education has not been in vain sometimes. All right, I'm not going to delete you since you're clearly being used. And this is obviously has to be folded in, but this is going to get... Actually, we're going to clip half of that. I think I can get away with doing this. I don't know. Maybe. This, however, is getting completely destroyed. Goodbye. And there we have, what is this? A copper mine which just cannot be used. Tragic. Oh, and these guys go too. And you. Haven't forgotten about you. I can probably contain it, right? And then power is going to be coming on the way eventually. Why didn't those get ripped down at any point? Let's go take care of that right now. Oh, wait, I can't because of I've turned my bots off. Ooh, a delicate situation, I see. I guess I have to pull them down by hand, like a primitive. Look away. I know you thought I was better than this, but here I am. All right. Brickwork now. Probably need more bricks now that I look at it. Ah, well, it'll be fine. Speaking of backwoods rehabilitation, it's going to be a multi-year effort. I've pulled down a lot of scrub trees. I've done a lot of clearing, but the scrub trees are just coming right back. You know, you think of the tree as being the big thing with the trunk and the leaves that reaches up to the sky. Well, let me educate you, and that is actually not really the tree. The tree is in the root system underground, and you don't see it. And if you happen to get rid of the, above ground visible part of the tree, well, that only inconveniences the actual tree that lives underground, scheming and plotting in the earth as one that is dead will scheme and plot. So that's good. So since I've pulled down a lot of scrub trees, one must now ask the question, from whence did the scrub trees descend? Where did they come from? Were they planted here at the very moment of creation? Oh, I may have gone a little overboard. Did they migrate from some destroyed country? And now that they have completed the ruin of one land, they seek to lay another low. And the answer is no. They are burrowers. They they slither beneath the earth and they crop up. And then if you happen to get rid of the unsightly above ground portion, that leaves the part what be below ground. And there's like, in particular, a holly tree. I think it's a holly tree anyway. The one with the spiky leaves. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's there, and its root system is all underground, and this particular tree spreads by rhizomes, which is another way of saying dirt cancer. And so these holly trees are coming up absolutely everywhere. I pulled down a lot of small ones, but that seems to have just encouraged it. It thinks it's a game now, and now it's putting up still more. So I don't know if the actual holly tree is something I want to get rid of. It's very established and very substantial. It's like it's not on the list of tiny scrub trees to reprocess, but I don't know what I'm going to do with its constant, desire to conquer new lands. So we'll see. It makes me happy back there when it's not just incredibly hot out. I go sit on my back patio. The war against the deer is going good. Like I might have mentioned that I bought a bunch of bushes to help cover the ground in the parts of the backwoods that I am rehabilitating. And I've got some azaleas, some hydrangeas, this really big, bushy, nice flowering plant kind of bush. And then the problem with that is it immediately became the favorite food of the deer. And so I had this nice little bush I got from the gardening supply store, and I put it in the ground back there, and then it immediately got nibbled down to sticks. And I was like, well, there was some wasted money. But then it put out new leaves because, the main part of the plant is below ground, and I made sure these guys kept getting water and everything they needed. All right, so eventually I came to the conclusion after like 5 cycles of putting out leaves and then the leaves going away, putting out leaves going away, putting out leaves going away. I got sick of it. And so I've been making cages, plant cages, by bending wire into like igloo shapes. Just got a big coil of wire fencing suitable to keep out rabbits, and I bent it into igloos, and I put the igloos around the plants I want to protect. Now, the virtue of the igloos is that I can pick them up and move them very easily. But it probably would have been smarter just to fence off the entire area, though the deer could get over that, and the igloos also cover the top. I don't know. But anyway, what I was trying to say, what got me on this topic was that I'm doing all this because I was sitting on my back patio making the igloos and just sweating, just covered in sweat. And it's just been terrible out. The humidity, the heat. And so I haven't been able to do anything serious. So, power washing. Go out, play with the hose. Try to get out for like at least an hour a day. There's plenty of stuff to do out there, I tell you that. Should probably clean the garage. Lots of stuff to do. Anyway, we are closing in the end of the episode. When he's babbling about yard work, that there's nothing really going to happen here. I'm going to finish off doing landscaping. Then we're going to do recap. And then tomorrow we will do simple circuits. And maybe if we are lucky, we'll go all the way to neural processor, which I think should be, it's circuit 1.5, right? And I've needed it for a while. So I'll look at that. In fact, I'll look at that before the episode's over. And then I think we're also going to do artillery and then do advanced circuitry. Maybe. All right, I think we're done. I think what we have to do, though, is final cleanup and then disposal. Is this good? Oh, this is the new one I just put down. Okay, yeah, it is good. It's definitely looking close enough, right? Yeah. And we have all this space to put in more animals now. And we're going to continue marching forward just in this line, bulldozing for the sake of our animal friends. Don't worry, there's a catch. Where was that big overshoot I did? All right, pick all that up for me, please. Thank you. Where's that other big okay, that was already trimmed. All right, I think we're done. All right, excellent. Great little talk we had here. Now it is time to return to normal factory business. Let's go take a look at Ulrics. See if we've gotten lucky and gotten a level 2 Ulric yet. Actually run up here. We're stopped. Oh, we have gotten lucky. Wow. We've been really lucky with uplifting. This was we got 2 hits in 118 rolls. And this is a 1 in 200 shot. We got stupid lucky on these last few that we've done. Anyway, we can rework this now and just start propagating those guys, which I should probably find time to do. That's hard. How are we doing on sponges? Let's go look at the sponge. We should be making trits again, right? Well, we are not. For lack of tree seeds now, not for lack of sponges, though. Okay. Lack of tree seeds is also a problem I thought we had solved. What are you doing? You are trying to get sodium alginate. Okay. That is a little more acceptable. Especially since this has a inherent doubling coming because of Mark II's on the way. So this is just really slow. How do I do this down south? That's not a question I'm going to ask. All right. We are trying to get rid of our worldly possessions. Is no way to get rid of logs over here, right? No, there's not good ways. How about that? Then we are once again searching for the log disposal unit, which now we might remember where it is. But apparently not. Apparently that's way too much to ask. To search hard for something and then remember where it is for a few minutes, space of an hour. Right here. And are we full up still? Yep, indeed. That's great. So we have to go find that guy and hope he has space in him. Or I could just start throwing this in the wood maker. Establish an area like that. In fact, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a better idea than the idea in my head right now. Frequently, the ideas I contemplate are not... the phrase is expedient or wise. All right. Let's go this way. So right now we are in a period of illusion. We dwell in the veil of Maya. Oh, this is not so great either, is it? So what I really want to do is this. Which means I do this. Which means I guess I don't do that. I do something completely different. I plead for help, but help does not come. All right, there we go. And that'll make its way into the system eventually. Great. And the rest of this stuff I can just throw in normal trash. Great. Fantastic. And then, episode is over. And I am once again free. For a short time, I can be free of the factory and be myself. Trash rock. Okay. And we'll look back in what we did. I will say, though, that days when I expand the factory, the layout, those are the best screenshot days. It's always so dramatic. All right, good. Pick up, turn personal logistics back on, stand in the center of the world, the point that matters more than any other. Turn off bots. Zoom in all the way. 210. It seems like these episodes are going faster and faster. It feels like I'm not... like the time just blinks by. And then we move over. And then we come up. Up and over. Up and at 'em. Up and at 'em. And then... Screenshot. Screenshot now. Screenshot again. Okay, recap. What did we do today? Well, we stood up Ulrics first and foremost, and we've got Ulric uplifting going. And there's an open chore there, and that's good because we hit the two level 2 Ulrics right off the bat really fast. This is probably a bad thing overall because I don't think I can keep these reproductive centers filled with the material that it needs with a sushi belt setup. The sushi belt is not made for continual delivery. The sushi belt excels in situations where it's long, slow build times with small amounts of ingredients. That's not what we got right here. We've got Problem City, but I'm probably gonna do here. We're gonna make a note of that here. That's not here. That's what we're working on right now. That's what we're working on after that. And then here's like aspirational stuff. Ulric uplifting. There, we've made a note for when we have time again and we do a big just off-brand day. But anyway, Ulrics are being made. They're definitely being made in sufficient quantity. Everything's great. As you can see here, we are pushing out with the walking wall. We did a little more work with it. We brought them a little closer together so that in this situation right here, which is really does look like a permanent setup right here, they can talk to each other without needing a bridge unit like that. I wonder if gasoline's going through there, liquid power. I will have to look at that, yes? Well, anyway, we're pushing back great. We're in a period of time where it appears everything is going okay, but it actually isn't. Because we filled up the entire border with all of our stored artillery shells, but we're still spending a lot of artillery shells to push up here. So I have to strike some sort of balance. I need to start pushing a little slower, which is... doesn't feel right. How about that? I want to push faster all the time, but that's all the more reason to get artillery shell production up and going here. And the last piece of getting artillery shell production going is to make simple circuits up here. That's the absolute last thing. So I'm starting on the electronic stack right here. I'm torn between these structures I put down, whether or not they are making too little or making enough. They're definitely packed in quite well, and I like that, but I fear that this isn't going to be enough. I mean, speed modules can help. They really can help, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. We're going to see. So next episode, we're going to do the rest of simple circuits here, and then we're probably going to make simple circuits here, and then probably do neural processor like right here. Something like this. It's going to be electronic alley right here. I'm going to try to get a good electronic bus going. So that's just looking at, though, it's going to be tough. I'll make it work, probably. I'll make it work, maybe. I'll make it work, perhaps. Anyway, in anticipation of that, we paved a lot of stuff. We now have more space to add factory, and that's glorious. And that's all I did today, and I am now done. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.